Hi there. This month's podcast is the second of a little 3-song series of mill songs that I want to share with you. Shift and Spin was written by Ewan McVicar of Paisley, which is not far from Glasgow. As a social worker, McVicar had interactions with the local thread mill workers, among other people, of course, and organizers of a local Paisley history project asked him that he write some short songs about the local history. He wrote the refrain and the first verse of Shift and Spin in the voice of a young woman who was working in a cotton mill. Now, you'll remember from my earlier podcast about the jute mill song that the noise in these mills made it impossible to chat with your workmates, so you were truly alone with your thoughts for most of the working day. Be sure to look back and check that video for an example of how loud it could actually be. McVicar's song captures the sense of the boring, repetitive work and the desire for a different life, something more romantic or as practical as simply wishing to be a wife. Danny Kyle, who was a Paisley-based folk singer, heard McVicar sing it and urged him to add some verses to make it into a full-length song. In his book entitled One Singer, One Song about life in Glasgow, Ewan described a show the song was performed in as specially written in 3 languages, German, English, and Glasgow, which is the Glaswegian language, so that it could be performed in Glasgow's twin city of Nuremberg in 1985 as part of the official twinning events. Ray Fisher sang Shift and Spin in her folk performances, which made it really familiar to other singers. And the tune that she sang and that I'm familiar with is a little different from the one that Ewan wrote, and apparently he found it frustrating to be told he was singing the wrong tune. He wrote it after all. I won't sing the refrain between each of the verses, but I'll sing it a couple of times so you hear how it fits and how it adds to the sense of the repetition, which is kind of what that work is all about. Shift and spin, warp and twine, Makin, coarse and fine, dreamin' o' your Valentine, workin' in the mill. That's the refrain. So shift and spin, warp and twine, Makin, coarse and fine, dreamin' o' your Valentine, workin' in the mill. Keep your bobbins runnin' easy, show your gallus bright and breezy, waitin' till Prince Charmin sees ye, workin' in the mill. Refrain. Shift and spin, warp and twine, Makin, coarse and fine, dreamin' o' your Valentine, workin' in the mill. Oil your runners, mend your thread, do your best untae you're dead. Wish ye were a wife instead o' workin' in the mill. Shift and spin, warp and twine, Makin, coarse and fine, dreamin' o' your Valentine, workin' in the mill. Used to dream you'd be the rage, Smilin' on that fashion page. Never dreamt you'd be a wage slave workin' in the mill. Used to think that life was kind. No, it isn't, never mind. Maybe someday love will find ye workin' in the mill. He loves you not, so what? Do your best with what you've got. Win your pay and spin your cotton, workin' in the mill. And just for the sake of showing you what I believe I've got is the version of tune that McVicar actually wrote. The first part sounded, I think, like this. Shift and spin, warp and twine. So it's da-da-dum, da-da-dum. I hope you're enjoying these podcasts. If you have questions or comments, please ask them in the comment section below. If you're interested, you can go to my Bandcamp. I'll put the link in the comment section below also. You can download an album I recorded sometime back when my voice was younger that is mostly Scottish songs, and it's called songs of my father's people. My father's people did, in fact, hearken from Scotland. It's the first album I ever recorded, and I think that if you're interested in this podcast or any of the most recent ones, that you'll really enjoy that album. Also, if you're interested in singing harmony, be sure to check out the YouTube channel that my friend Libby McLaren and I have put up that's called Celia and Libby's Excellent Harmony Lessons. Ha ha ha. That's here on YouTube. Those lessons are free. I hope you'll check them out because if you'd like to learn harmonies for some familiar songs, there are some there. Happy Birthday, Silent Night. And you can also learn tips and tricks for how to sing harmony and how to write your own harmonies. So I hope you'll check out that. It's a lot of fun, and we really enjoy making those. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time with one more mill song.